At the beginning of this current season in Destiny, Bottom Tree Dawnblade received some really interesting buffs to help it compete with the growing popularity of Top Tree's neutral game. One of those buffs gave Bottom Tree Dawn a lot of incredible hidden synergy, and we'll talk about it in this video. Do me a favor though, and check out a couple of these plays really quick, and you can see the explosive synergy that Polaris Lance and Dawn Chorus can have with Bottom Tree. Behold these booms.
Don't be lost. Double down. Yes. 3 down. Double down. Triple down. Look at them fall. Cora would be proud of you, Warlock. 2 for 1. Two for 1. Double down. Yes. 3 down.
So you see what I'm talking about there, yeah? I'll break this whole build down for you in the video, one piece at a time. Let's start with Bottom Tree Dawn. So, like I mentioned, this season, this tree got some love. Now, anything that you set on fire or kill with an ability will explode on death, right? If you finish somebody off with a firebolt, they blow up. If you set them on fire with a solar grenade and then you shoot them with, shotgun or primary, whatever, and they die, they'll explode if they were actively burning when they died. So that explosion, it damages nearby enemies, and it also sets them on fire. So that's pretty cool. Just a side note, you might just hear that and think, oh, that sounds like it could be good at crowd control. Let me tell you something, it actually is. You can take this build that's specifically, I made this video for PvP. You can take this build into any like high density PvE activity. I mean, I wouldn't take it into a GM, obviously, because you're not, your champion mods. But like for clearing ads, this actually is really, really good. Just lots of booms, lots of fire, ad control, very, very simple. So anyways, that's pretty cool. I like making things blow up. It's super fun. It leads to some playful multi-kills when people group up, and people do tend to group up a lot in Destiny. Also note that you can now sprint and slide out of a Phoenix dive, unlike before when you had that short cooldown on your slides coming out of a dive. Not only that, but you can also dive down at an angle of your choice now, and you change directions midair. It's very, very nice, great for juking shotgun or stuff like that. I think that most people know that by now, but if you didn't, get on board. Bottom Tree Dawnblade actually pretty good this season after these changes. But moving on to the other core parts of the build, first we have the Polaris Lance, right? If you don't have one, you can go get one from the kiosk in the tower. If you haven't completed your catalyst, I suggest you take the time to do it. Put some music on and, just go to the entrance of Grasp of Avarice, the new dungeon, if you have it. And just spawn kill the mobs with Polaris, and you'll get the catalyst done very, very easy. The Thrallway will work too. But perfect 5th kills included, it'll take, probably 20 minutes to get the catalyst banged out. It's actually, with Grasp of Avarice being an option for, that enemy density, it's a great way to bang out these catalysts that used to be such a headache. This one in particular used to be such a headache because the perfect 5th kills had to be like, it's like it has to be with the explosion of the bullet, what I'm saying? So it's like, it was really, really hard to get exactly the right kind of damage to get those 50 kills with the perfect 5th done. Anyways, long story short, Grasp of Avarice, do it, makes it short. The catalyst gives the weapon Dragonfly, which is obviously good for when people group up. You're going to get that nice little explosion to damage nearby bad guys, and you probably see where this is headed already. Dragonfly is going to cause explosions, and killing burning enemies is going to cause explosions. But what if I told you you could do both of these things and get that like a 2 explosion, like a 2 for 1 at the same time? That's really the heart of this video. Let's keep talking Polaris Lance though for a second. Polaris Lance also has an exotic perk that gives you a bullet called the Perfect 5th. The perk reads, precision hits return ammo to the magazine. Landing 4 precision hits loads a delayed solar explosive round for your next shot. Basically, when you shoot the explosive shot, it's going to detonate and cause a burn in a small radius. Again, you probably see where this is headed. Setting opponents on fire with a weapon perk also counts as a burn on the bottom tree Dawnblade. We know this from the way that it interacts with Jotun, on bottom tree, because Jotun leaves like a pool of fire after it detonates, and that burn counts towards these explosions on bottom tree Dawnblade. If you kill somebody that you set on fire with the Jotun burn, they will blow up, right? Any opponent who receives the burn from the Polaris Lance, similarly, and dies, is also going to blow up. They're going to explode. So if you set someone on fire with that bullet, that perfect fifth detonation, and then hit them in the head to finish them off with Polaris Lance, guess what? You get a super explosion. You get the Dragonfly explosion. You get the explosion for killing somebody that's on fire, which is inherent to bottom tree Dawnblade. That's lots of booms and lots of multi-kills. And those explosions will now not only damage people around the target, it'll also set them on fire. So it's about chaining these damage over time debuffs, these dots, these burning dots. And we're going to get to the Dawn Chorus here in a second. It's a lot. There's a lot going on here. The only real drawback, I will say, the only real drawback here is that Polaris Lance is a 150 RPM scout, okay? It reaches far, it's a deep reaching scout rifle, and it hits really hard, but it's not as easy to use close up. Right, these 150 RPM scout rifles, they feel extremely good at long range. There's like this, I don't know how to describe it. So there's almost like this, there's this threshold where once a target is a certain range out, the bullets feel like magic bullets. Like they're just smooth as butter, extremely easy to land your crits, but anything within that threshold, it feels clunky and really hard to maneuver onto your target. So there's like that perfect range, right? Unfortunately, Destiny's current PvP map situation, the current PvP map rotation, it isn't always kind to scout rifles and other long-range weapons, so you'll have to get creative about what angles and lanes you hold down with it. So luckily, I'm already pretty acclimated to 150 scouts. The cut and run legendary scout rifle from the Forsaken DLC has been one of my favorites for a long time. It is sunset, unfortunately, but I had a couple of 60+ kill games with it on Equinox back in the day. I'm a big fan of that scout rifle, so I'm used to using these things. Moving on to the exotic armor, though, I'm running the Dawn Chorus. Okay, this exotic it's a little vague in its description. I'm still surprised when people don't know that the Dawn Chorus extends all solar burn dots. I still have people who are like, why are you using that helmet? It only makes the super better, and you're only going to get 1 to 2 supers per match. It seems like a waste. But Dawn Chorus extends the burn duration of all solar dots. Okay, all solar dots. So your solar grenades, they take a couple extra times for more burn damage. So do your Dawnblade swords when while you're in your super and you hit somebody and it doesn't kill them. That super is notorious for that, for getting hit markers with the sword but not getting a kill. Well, you set them on fire, Dawn Chorus, they're going to burn longer and hopefully burn out. And actually, there's one of the clips that I opened this video with on Exodus Blue starts with me throwing a Dawnblade sword to my right down towards the heavy spawn, and it hits the guy for like 160 damage, but it applies the burn. So as a grazing blow didn't kill him, he gets to run away from it, but he's on fire. So he's running around the wide flank on the right hand side back to towards the C spawn, while I go down the left, down the hallway where the train cars are, and then I continue my kill streak over there. Well, he runs to the right. He eventually burns out from the dot and blows up, sets another person on fire, and that actually contributes, that person he set on fire actually contributes to that multi-kill there. It's like a Slayer Metal 5-piece multi-kill there. But anyways, these burns, they are no joke. They last a long time, and oftentimes they will lead to additional kills. So longer burns means more damage. It also means more time to track them down, finish them off for big explosions, courtesy of the bottom tree Dawnblade skill tree. It'll apply that longer burn to not just your super, but also if you set them on fire with your melee, but charged melee ability as well, okay? But it doesn't end there. Dawn Chorus is extremely underrated in my opinion. These longer burns, they often lead to extra kills, get you more assists, right, for damaged opponents that your teammates then finish off. It keeps people out of the game, keeps them in check because of their recovery. It's keeping their recovery in check. But like I said, it applies to all burns. That includes the burn duration for the perfect 5th Polaris Lance explosive round, okay? So when you shoot somebody with that Polaris Lance charged bullet, they're going to burn longer. And since this build kind of revolves around blowing up people who are on fire, having that extra time, those extra ticks to secure that kill after they've been set on fire is a big deal. It's going to lead to a lot more booms. Anyways, so this is basically simple addition at this point. Longer burns, in addition to detonations on burning targets, in addition to burning bullets, in addition to dragonfly explosions, equals lots and lots of fun multi-kills. You're going to be spreading fire across multiple opponents and getting lots of explosions. They aren't small explosions either, they are big booms that will do lots of excess damage. I had an absolute riot with this build this week. These explosions are so satisfying. They're so satisfying in PvP. It's one of the reasons I loved using, you know, the Firefly Defiance of Yasmin, Harrowed Defiance of Yasmin back in Destiny 1. It wasn't the optimal role on a Defiance of Yasmin, but seeing a cloud of fire whenever you dome somebody is just so rewarding, and sometimes it does end up helping you prime other targets and get multi-kills as well. Personally, I love all of this hidden synergy that we're getting these days with some of the subclass changes. I'm very excited about what other hidden synergistic combinations we're going to be getting with Void 2.0 when that hits this spring. Tocom, aka Kevin Giannis, has already hinted towards new synergy in recent tweets, encouraging players with Void ability builds to revisit them when the changes land in a couple of months. So let me know if you try this build out. Let me know just how it goes for you. I'd love to hear some testimonials, some stories of multi-kills from you and all the fun moments that you get with this setup. So let me know, the Brightwing emblem, I gave 9 of those away. That's an exclusive emblem that Bungie handed out to some community members so that they could distribute them to their communities. I got 10 of them. I gave 9 away on stream. I saved 1. We'll give it away. So depending on when you watch this video, it could be tonight, right? So Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time, I go live for a gaming show. We talk all news, all things gaming on Real Gamer Hour, RGH. It's a live show I host with MTashed and Cactus HD. So we'll give one of those codes away there, and hopefully we'd love to see you come by and hang out and talk gaming with us. So thanks for watching the video. I appreciate it. If you enjoy this kind of content, feel free to drop a like on the video, and feel free to subscribe for additional Destiny 2 content. So be warm and well fed, my friends, and I hope to catch you in the Crucible.
2 for 1. 3 opponents down. Fantastic.